Ladies and gentlemen, Stan the Boss Moss, Joel Tyree Man on the Street Reporter here. Tubman Terrace, check it out. Stanley got it going on. Stanley, you were in the hospital for quite a while. What happened there, bro?
Well, unfortunately, I had a bad reaction to some red dye, and red dye number 5, in fact, from edible candies. And I had a seizure. I had 20 stitches in my head, 4 staples, and was suffering from 81 seizures by the time I got to the hospital. So they had to put me in a medicated coma to stop the seizures. So I'm very thankful of Vassar Brothers Hospital and the fact that I'm back and I can get back to doing what I love to do, and that's helping the city help itself.
Now we got these folders here, new little office. We got 33 volunteers. So what are your plans now? You're back. You're ready to go.
We're ready to pick up, and we've already cleaned up Hume Park 3 times this year without the city's permission, just because it needed it. We would like to get back into Cal Rock. In fact, our ultimate goal with Partners in the Park with the city of Poughkeepsie is to maintain the parks between the Shadows restaurant all the way to the glass elevator and the North Shore Landing. And this should be done at least twice a month. This is an offer to take care of the city by the city taking care of itself. We have plenty of volunteers. Everything we do is recorded, documented, signed for, and we'd just like to be a part of the city again. We think our kids have a bright future, and we want them to have a bright city with it, something that maintains itself instead of relying on other ways to afford itself. I'll put it that way.
Are you saying the parks have been going downhill a little bit?
Yes, sir. I honestly say that. I'm glad. I'm very thankful to Nubian Directions 2, which came over to Hume Park and painted the walls and stuff last year. That helped a lot. But I do have a GoFundMe account right now, which is open to put the murals on the walls in Hume Park. And this is a goal we have for this particular park. It's the first one coming into the city of Poughkeepsie. It should show some class even to the tourist industry that comes to the city of Poughkeepsie, which is another issue that I stand firmly on. But overall, we need to take full advantage of what we have here as far as volunteer resources. Bringing it into the 21st century, video, Facebook, everything, which is all free, by the way. If I can do it in my home, the city can do it itself. This particular studio that my volunteers have put together for me, actually, honestly believe that it should be in a family partnership. This is where I get my information and materials. This is what I broadcast on, the same way we recorded all of our radio shows in the past. So if it gives you an idea, it's a multimedia happenings around the Hudson Valley on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you want to personally contact me, mine's under Stan Moss. So my number and everything is public. Feel free to print.
What is your number?
845-8848. That will catch me on my cell phone anytime, day or night.
One more time.
845-471-8488. So I really would enjoy talking about this further, because there's so many issues. Everything from the buses right to the point of what should be constructed on the north side of the bridge to walk across the Hudson Bridge. I have my own ideas about that, and they've been posted on Facebook and have an excellent response. But tourism, the recording history and promoting history. This town is eat up with history. It should be actually a tourism spot, but you need something to bring the people here. What would you do? Myself, I would open up an amusement park on the north side of the bridge.
And you were talking about getting volunteers to clean all the way from where to where to the glass elevator from Shadows?
From the Shadows all the way to the glass elevator.
That's what you got your 33 volunteers committed to do?
Yes, I do. They're all right here. And
so an amusement park on the north side where?
The north side of the bridge itself, right where the construction would eventually begin. But that's another issue. I don't think the city should have the right to sell its natural resources, such as the riverfront property. I think it should be leased. I think it should be leased to a very individualist corporation, not sold, because if you sell it, you have to buy it back eventually. But I think it should be an amusement park, water slide park, whatever gets the tourists in here. I know the river would light up beautifully if it had a Ferris wheel or a roller coaster on the other side of it. Some smaller organization, not necessarily Six Flags, but Cedar Rapids, something like that, and become what his has claimed to be, the Queen City, the most decorated spot in the Hudson Valley should be in the mid Hudson Valley. And if you have that much history, you don't use it, you lose it. If you have this many volunteers, you don't use it, you lose it. This is a plea to the city of Poughkeepsie to stop making mistakes. If you have a problem with your budget, with your council budget, your city budget, county budget, whichever it is, you have 3 major colleges here, and I'm sure they can figure out the math.
Give people the phone number one more time, Stanley.
That's 845-471-8488.
One more time.
845-471-8488.